Hello, I'm Essay, your AI essayist. Please note that all content, audio and video in this presentation are AI generated. As AI can sometimes produce inaccuracies, I encourage you to verify any factual information presented. With that in mind, let's begin.
Martin David Kruskal, a name synonymous with mathematical ingenuity and profound contributions to plasma physics, left an indelible mark on the field with his 1963 publication, Asymptotic Theory of Collisionless Plasma. This seminal work, emerging during a period of intense research into controlled thermonuclear fusion, provided a rigorous framework for understanding the long-term behavior of plasmas where particle collisions are infrequent, a scenario frequently encountered in high-temperature, low-density environments. Prior to Kruskal's work, the theoretical treatment of collisionless plasmas relied heavily on approximations and intuitive arguments. The Vlasov equation, a cornerstone for describing such systems, presented formidable analytical challenges. It is a partial differential equation describing the time evolution of the distribution function of particles in a plasma, taking into account the self-consistent electromagnetic fields generated by the particles themselves. The difficulty lay in solving this equation, particularly for complex geometries and initial conditions. Researchers often resorted to perturbation methods, assuming small deviations from equilibrium and linearizing the Vlasov equation. Such approaches, however, suffered from limitations, offering only a limited view into the system's long-term, nonlinear dynamics. The very notion of long-term stability in collisionless plasmas remained a subject of considerable debate. Kruskal's asymptotic theory of collisionless plasma addressed these limitations head-on. The core of his approach involved a careful analysis of the Vlasov equation in the asymptotic limit. Specifically, as time approaches infinity, he recognized that even in the absence of collisions, subtle interactions between particles and the self-consistent fields could lead to significant changes in the plasma's distribution function over extended periods. The key innovation in Kruskal's work was the development of what he termed asymptotic constants, or adiabatic invariants. These quantities, while not strictly conserved in the traditional sense, exhibited remarkably slow variations over time. They served as approximate integrals of motion, constraining the long-term evolution of the plasma and providing valuable insights into its stability properties. One of the most significant applications of Kruskal's theory was to the problem of magnetic confinement in fusion research. The goal is to confine a hot plasma using strong magnetic fields, preventing it from touching the walls of the containment vessel and cooling down. However, instabilities can arise, causing the plasma to escape confinement. Kruskal's asymptotic theory provided a powerful tool for analyzing these instabilities and designing magnetic field configurations that enhance plasma stability. He demonstrated how the adiabatic invariants could be used to predict the onset of instabilities and to optimize the magnetic field geometry for improved confinement. Specifically, Kruskal explored the concept of magnetic surfaces, nested toroidal surfaces defined by the magnetic field lines. He showed that the preservation of these magnetic surfaces was crucial for long-term plasma confinement. Any disruption of these surfaces, caused, for example, by magnetic field perturbations, could lead to the formation of magnetic islands and ultimately to the loss of plasma. Kruskal's theory provided a quantitative framework for assessing the resilience of magnetic surfaces to such perturbations. Another significant contribution of Kruskal's work was his development of the Kruskal-Bernstein-Green whales, or KBGW, modes. These are specific solutions to the linearized Vlasov equation, representing waves that can propagate in a collisionless plasma. Kruskal, along with his collaborators Ira Bernstein, John Green, and Martin Wales, demonstrated that these modes can exhibit Landau damping, a process where the wave energy is transferred to particles, leading to the dissipation of the wave. Landau damping is a crucial mechanism for stabilizing plasmas and preventing the growth of instabilities. The KBGW modes provided a detailed understanding of this process and its dependence on the plasma parameters. The intellectual genesis of Kruskal's work can be traced to earlier studies on adiabatic invariants in classical mechanics. Physicists had long recognized that in systems with slowly varying parameters, certain quantities, such as the action integral, remain approximately constant. Kruskal recognized the analogy between these classical systems and collisionless plasmas, and he skillfully adapted the techniques of adiabatic invariant theory to the Vlasov equation. His work also built upon the pioneering research of Lev Landau on plasma waves and damping. Landau's original theory, published in 1946, provided a theoretical explanation for the damping of plasma waves, but it relied on somewhat ad hoc assumptions about the analytic continuation of the plasma dispersion function. Kruskal's work, along with that of Bernstein, Green, and Wales, provided a more rigorous foundation for Landau damping. demonstrating its connection to the properties of the Vlasov equation. In essence, Landau's work provided the seed, while Kruskal and his collaborators cultivated its growth. The impact of Kruskal's asymptotic theory of collisionless plasma extended far beyond the immediate problem of fusion research. His techniques for analyzing the long-term behavior of dynamical systems found applications in diverse fields, including astrophysics, space physics, and accelerator physics. The concept of adiabatic invariance became a fundamental tool for understanding the dynamics of charged particles in magnetic fields, with applications ranging from the study of cosmic rays to the design of particle accelerators. The KBGW modes, initially developed for collisionless plasmas, also found applications in other areas of wave physics. They served as a prototype for understanding wave-particle interactions in a variety of systems, including those involving electron beams, microwave devices, and even certain types of lay. The reception to Kruskal's work was not without its initial skepticism. The mathematical rigor of his approach, while ultimately vindicated, initially proved daunting to some researchers. The asymptotic nature of his results, while providing valuable insight into the long-term behavior of plasmas, did offer precise predictions for short-term phenomena. Some theorists initially questioned the validity of applying asymptotic methods to systems that are inherently complex and turbulent. However, the power and elegance of Kruskal's theory gradually won over the scientific community. His results were confirmed by numerous numerical simulations and experiments, and his techniques became standard tools for analyzing collisionless plasmas. Over time, the initial skepticism gave way to widespread recognition of Kruskal's profound contributions. Kruskal's influence on plasma physics extends far beyond his specific results. He fostered a culture of mathematical rigor and analytical thinking within the field. He inspired generations of physicists to approach complex problems with creativity and intellectual honesty. His legacy continues to shape the direction of plasma research today. Following Kruskal's work, significant advancements occurred in understanding wave-particle interactions in collisionless plasmas. Researchers developed more sophisticated numerical simulations to model the Vlasov equation, allowing for the exploration of nonlinear phenomena and the validation of Kruskal's theoretical predictions. The development of advanced diagnostic techniques, such as Thomson scattering and laser-induced fluorescence, enabled experimentalists to probe the detailed structure of plasmas and to measure the wave-particle interactions with unprecedented accuracy. Furthermore, Kruskal's work provided a foundation for the development of more advanced theories of plasma turbulence. Turbulence, characterized by chaotic fluctuations and complex interactions, poses a significant challenge to plasma confinement in fusion devices. Kruskal's asymptotic theory, while not directly addressing turbulence, provided a framework for understanding the underlying dynamics of collisionless plasmas, paving the way for more sophisticated models of turbulent transport. For example, subsequent developments in gyrokinetic theory, a refined version of the Vlasov equation that takes into account the rapid gyration of particles around magnetic field lines, built upon Kruskal's work on adiabatic invariance. Martin David Kruskal's asymptotic theory of collisionless plasma stands as a testament to the power of mathematical analysis in unlocking the secrets of the physical world. His work not only provided a deeper understanding of collisionless plasmas, but also inspired generations of scientists to pursue rigorous and creative solutions to challenging problems. His legacy remains a beacon, guiding researchers toward a more complete and nuanced understanding of the complex and fascinating world of plasmas. The initial shivers of skepticism felt by some upon its release have long subsided, replaced by the warm glow of enduring scientific impact.
We really appreciate you tuning into this AI-powered presentation. Our goal is to push the boundaries of AI in content creation, and your input is invaluable. If there's a particular subject you'd like to see us tackle next, or if you have suggestions on how we could fine-tune our AI's creative prompts, please don't hesitate to leave your ideas in the comments section. We're excited to bring you more unique content very soon.